Ah, hello. Do do I seem slow to you guys? Do I look like well, I guess it's fine. Do I look like I have a lower FPS than usual? Do I feel like I do? Okay, hang on. One sec. I gotta change the screen so you guys don't see secret stuff. One BRB. Nope. Still weird. Hang on. Let me just I fixed it, guys. I fixed it. I fixed it. All right. I think we're good now. Finally. It just needed a little, every now and then when in life you just need a little reset. You just gotta T-pose, And it just works. Just works. I don't know. I don't know what to say. How you doing? I'm doing great, Vision. Thanks for asking. Anyway, hello, Warkalok. You got a ZZZ animation for me. Thank you very much. Sleep Senpai, you got something. We're going to find out. Dr. Bro, hello. Jokal, Woo Syndrome. Hello there, guys. Sugar-sama. Proxy's here. Hello, hello, hello. Oreo, welcome back. Angels. Zax. Hi, Edgy. Hello. Angels. Hunter of Yeet. Hello there. We had soda. Yeah. Percelio, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for being here. Now, is it a review of Genshin Impact? Genshin Impact already has a lot of characters. I mean, we got that's a whole thing. But you guys can send me whatever. We do have a ZZZ animation to watch for sure, because apparently that's pretty good. Allegedly, that's pretty good, right? We're alleging this at the moment. We're alleging it. We also have Chris has got something from Unitzer. Unitzer's got something. Red Line Pilot. Oh my God, that's a little. That's gonna be a long one. I can talk about that all day. We could do a whole video dedicated to Red Line.
Why is everyone
What? Oh, don't I have ad blocker on this? Oh no. Oh no. Hang on. I gotta change to my YouTube Premium. There we go. Cool. Redline would be crazy. I will consider that one maybe as like a whole stream, honestly. Edgy questioner, you waited 2 weeks for this? What is this? Hard Blade 3D animation. Oh, it's Japanese? Okay, interesting. Could be good. I'm curious. I haven't seen any of these. I don't know what this is. Day 16 of trying to get Dylan to react to this. What is this? Death Train? Death Train. Is this one of the SFM ones? S2FM? What the hell's S2FM? Guys, what is S2FM? Did SFM get an update? Anyway. Nemio Tetsun. Also, I don't have to watch the VOD since I get it in live. Yeah, hey, yes, it is. It is live. Today is the live one. It's a live one. All right. We got 15-minute animation from Arc Knights from 2 weeks ago. That's why I don't know if we can watch that, but I'll put it on the list anyway. All right, what else we got? We got one more. This looks interesting. Source 2 filmmaker? That's a thing? My God. Hey, Verb, I know what we're gonna do today. Yeah, we do. We're gonna react. We're gonna react to animations. Oh, this Mavwika one. The Mavwika cutscene I did see. I think we watched this one already. I can't remember now. Can't remember. That doesn't look familiar at all. Okay. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. That does not look familiar at all. Maybe it's a different Mavwika cutscene. I assume. I presume. There's so many links. Yeah. If I may, what is this Hunt reviewed? What is this? Ooh, 53 seconds. I like that. This is Fell Bullet. Limbus Company. Wait, what is Limbus Company? I've heard of Limbus Company before. What are they? Is that a game? There's a lot of backlog now that Granblue's over. Yeah, that's very true. Can you open Bilibili links? I mean, I technically can, but you know. You must watch the lighter trailer. It's godlike. Is that this one? Okay, yeah. This one's on the list. Don't worry. It's first on the list. Make all these big boys. Oh, Dagger. Oh, and Dagger's Inheritors. That's the one that everybody's been talking about on YouTube. I've been seeing the YouTube comments on the VOD channel. Everyone's talking about Dagger's Inheritors. I see you guys. You guys are going to comment down below. Like, if you guys... Why didn't he watch it? You guys are going to... I swear to God. 15 minutes is just a long time. We could watch it. It'll probably be the whole stream. That's all. This is the only thing. I don't know. We're going to find out. But... And keep watching. In a couple minutes, maybe you'll find out that I did watch this. Who knows? Life is uncertain when it's live. But we do have a lot of things to get to. Let's see what else we got. It's a gacha made by Project Moon. Oh, another one? Interesting. They were just like, fate made us too much money. We gotta spend it all. Lubit's Company is a gacha game part of the Lobotomy Corp universe. What the hell is a Lobotomy Corp universe? How much time you got today? I got a thing to go to in like 2 hours. So we got time. We got time, you know. But probably not to do everything. Dumb Noah, what does he got for me? What is this? Ah, this is the Spoke Apocalypse. Yeah, I know. I as much as I do want to do more Honkai Impact cinematics, we're still editing the other ones. We have like 8 of them. So it's like I don't want to create more backlog for our editors right now. Honkai Impact has already gotten a lot of attention from me. By the way, my face is lagging again. Hang on, let me just there we go. Much better. Much better. Much better. Okay. So don't worry about the lagging, guys. It's fine. It's totally normal and it's please don't say it like that. It's making my brain fuzzy. Yeah, honestly, my brain's shaking a little bit too right now. All right. So, a Bilibili link. Can we watch a Bilibili link? I mean, we could. We could. Is this Wuthering Waves? Is that what this is? Ah! Is this Wuthering Waves? It looks like Wuthering Waves, but I don't think it is. I don't know what this is. It looks cool though. It looks cool. I'm interested. I'm interested. Okay. Fair enough. It's Gui Long Chao. What's Gui Long Chao? Gui Long Chao. No idea. Translate. No. Translate this. What does it mean? What does it mean? Well, anyway. My Chinese isn't good enough for this. What is Bilibili? It's YouTube, but for China. Yeah, pretty much exactly. Yeah, we actually have a Bilibili account, in case you're curious. If you guys ever want to watch me speak Chinese, I have a couple videos that are Bilibili exclusive. Well, I say a couple, it's literally just 2. but I actually speak Chinese on those videos because, you know, I thought it'd be fun. So that's fun. It's not very good Chinese. So you'll be very sorely disappointed. Yeah. I speak Chinese. I was born in America, but I know Chinese. I'm not like fluent, but I can do it. All right, cool. Let's take a look at this. I want to look at this for sure. Red line, we're going to have to save for a different day for sure. Dagger's Inheritors. Honestly, I feel like for the VOD watchers, I kind of do want to watch this one. You guys are hyping it up for me. So I'm like, maybe we do that today. And maybe we just do those two things. We probably only have time for that. It's like this one and this one. This one's just going to take a long time to get through. We could do like, I'm going to take this one out because I don't think I can do another cinematic for Honkai Impact just yet. We do have this one, which I'm kind of curious about, but it looks like it's got... Oh my god. Okay, I was going to say no action, but that's wrong. Death Train. Death Train. This could be a good one to throw into another SFM day. We have a couple more SFMs we want to do, so we can add that in there next time. Hard Blade is pretty sick looking. My god, look at that. But it's indie. Right. Yes, we talked about this a little bit. I don't know if I'll be able to talk about it just because I think it's a very it's gonna be a long video. It's gonna be like it's not really fair for indie animators to be put up next to these guys. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna skip that one as well. But either way, take a look. That's pretty much it. I'll probably skip this one, but I'm curious about it because it's so short. We might be able to put it in. I'll put it here just in case because I'm curious about it. This one is just like a special kill animation. It looks like it's all 2D. Oh, no, it's not. Interesting. Oh, it is 2D. Oh, it's like reverse 1999. Interesting. So Olympus Company is kind of like it's like kind of a live 2D type gacha. I see. I'm gonna skip that one as well. I can't really comment as well on those types of things as I would like. The reverse 1999 was like I was going through it and I was like, honestly, I feel like I can talk about it, but not nearly as well as actual puppet animators. Qingyi. Oh, yeah, Qingyi. There was a Qingyi one. Can you guys send me the Qingyi one as well? I wanted to watch that. XPGR devs also made this. What is this? Whoa. Legend to Reality? Black Beacon? That sounds cool.
你听过通天之塔的传说吗？
I have not. I have not indeed. That looks cool. I'm curious about this. We've done PGR stuff before. We're in PGR. You have Repa Scarf anime? Okay, fair enough. Are you Asian? Yeah, I am Chinese. What is the best way to make stylized blood splatter in Blender? Procedural noise, vor noise. Like you're gonna have a lot of really good. Sorry, when I say vor noise, I mean voronoi. Z plural. Voronoi is a texture type that you can generate procedurally to overlap onto things in the shader that you can create like procedural noise that looks like splatter or looks like smoke or looks like fire, looks like a lot of things. It's really cool. Bernice, I already watched Bernice. Is indie off limits? I hope it didn't break any rules. No. It's not off limits in the sense that like we'll never watch it. But it's the idea that like I want to make sure that there is a professional sort of like standard for the videos that I review because I specifically want to make sure that the people who are doing them are not just like going to receive a bunch of notes that they didn't ask for. You know what I mean? For professional stuff, it's like I think they're in a situation where they've done their best and they want to make sure that they, you know, they have the ability to actually improve on those things. Whereas indie people don't always have that. It's like if I say like the shaders are meh, it's like, well, okay, but it's like a one guy in a basement. That's not really my place to say. I've been there. Yeah. The Jane character demo? Oh no, is that the one that oh no. Oh no. It says headphones recommended? Oh no. This is on the official video? Oh no. Okay. Okay. That I can see why the headphones are recommended. Oh! Yeah. Yeah. I can see why headphones are recommended. Bro, the very beginning. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. Fair enough. Lower the volume on that one? I don't know. Hey guys. Headphones are recommended, just so you know. For all you guys. You talked before about a smear plane. What do you mean by that? Is there a smear transparent shader or a plain plane that you stick to the body? Plain. That's funny. It is a smear transparent shader. Yes. So we have a smear plane that we put in front of things that will actually distort the stuff behind it. It's using our custom build of Blender to create a refraction based manipulation. That's basically like viewport compositing, but it takes the actual details of what's behind it and you can offset it, sort of like with UVs in a way, kind of, if you think about it that way. Like you take the UVs of the plane and then you like paint the image of the whatever it's looking at behind it onto there, and then you distort that image as if it's a texture, but it's a live texture. That's how we do it. Anyway. All right, here we go. You guys ready? Lighter character demo, which I'm surprised his name is just Lighter. Is that just like, I guess it's because he's part of the that one Fire Force biker gang thing? I don't know. Okay, here we go. Oh, the headphones bit? Oh, that's this. Sorry, I hope you guys were wearing headphones for that. Okay, here we go. Lighter character demo. This is the best ZZZ trailer by far? Really? Oh, Alex Lee is the voice? Okay. All right, fair enough. Wakey, wakey. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Wait, hang on. Wait, hold up. Dude, I can't. Okay, I gotta recalibrate. Hang on, I gotta recalibrate for a sec. Holy shit, that's not what I expected. Holy shit. Okay. I have to watch that again. Okay. I have to watch it again. Oh my god. Okay. And how many views does this have? 200,000? That's it? Bro. That just those 2 seconds alone. Okay, hang on. What the fuck? What? Dude, I just okay. That's it's gorgeous. It's all 2D? No, it's 3D. It's 3D. The fire does a lot for that, but like god, the animation on the fingers is insane. But yeah, the fire's 2D. It looks gorgeous. Someone painted all those arcs. I mean, look at that, dude. The fire's so pretty. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. Okay, cool. So his name is Lighter. Fair enough. His name is Lighter. Ooh, scarf. Oh wow, he's just spinning it. Wait, what? The comic book tear? Oh my god. What? What are they? How are they doing that? Okay. Oh my god. What are these fingers, dude? What are these? That's correct, dude. How do they even have controls for that? That's correct. Just the fingertips are bent. Oh my god. How? And they're drawing these smears on top. So it's like, whoa, what is that, bro? Oh my god. Okay. I think they have a very custom rig, which is cool. Like it looks to it looks to me, what I suspect is that instead of rigging these things up like when they first make them, because it's very difficult to do that, at least this is what I would do personally, I think they might be using something similar to the warp tool in Blender, which is allows you to take an area, like a zone, and distort that based on an offset just however you want. And if the animator is comfortable enough with that, you can just go crazy with it. That is so cool. I mean, yeah, I feel like they probably are making like on the fly rigs to make that kind of stuff, because just look at the foot there, bro. What the hell? It's gotta be. I mean, at least that's what I would do. They might have a crazy rig, but who knows? It's still going. Oh my god. Oh, what? Bro, how does anyone... Oh my god. This is like... How do you go from this to this? Oh, dude. But notice what's really cool about this is, like, keep in mind, guys, when you're doing these shapes, they're not just random shapes. Like, this looks random as hell. This is building anticipation for something, right? This is... The foot's clearly going this way. The foot's clearly going this way, right? So you have this directional build up here that's going into this, apparently. Into that. This is crazy. This is crazy. So this flings this way. So it basically slingshots around, like pew, catapults around. And this does as well. Well, actually, this doesn't do it yet, but it does it in the next shot. Here, where just like, I don't even know where his head is anymore. I assume that's the head. And then, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, hey, Starlet, how's it going? Okay, well, he did, I mean, they did a good job. That's cool. It's cool. Now, notice a little squash and stretch at the end here where it's just like, boing. You get that volume preservation, which is really cute. Yeah, as it goes down, it squishes a little bit. It's cool. Man, dude. Wow. Okay, wait, hang on. I gotta rewind. Where am I again? Is this all 2D? Ah, this is all three of these are fully 2D. They're not even 3D. That's cool. Looks good. Looks really good. You can see the shadows here are really, really pretty. I like that a lot. Oh my god. It goes by so fast. You put so much effort into that. Dude, the run cycle here too is so good. I love this. That's such a good angle, dude. Look at this angle, bro. Look at that. That's so good. And then like just the amount of like foreshortening you get on these legs as they come up close. It's like, oh my god, it feels so dynamic. Okay. Okay, interesting. Oh, hold on. That could be a bit more clear. If you take a look at this. He's facing screen left, right? This guy's facing screen right. But now he's facing screen left. That could be better. He should be facing slightly screen right. So like ideally you actually have something that's like this. You know what I mean? Where like even if he's coming at the camera, he's still like his body's like his face is still facing this way. That would be better. So you could have all this stuff. You could have all this stuff still this exactly the same, but just have it like a little bit more. I mean, even if it's like this, you know, even if it's like this, but he's facing that way, it would feel better. Yeah. In that like it would feel consistent. It would feel consistent with like the line of action with the 180-degree rule. So that's the only thing. I think that would be, it would just read a little bit better. He shouldn't be facing left. Yeah. Yeah. What the hell's going on? Wait, whoa. The scarf is fully 2D. That's cool. Holy shit. What? Oh my. Holy shit. The footwork. Oh my god. Oh, the chromatic aberration on the impact. Oh my god! The One Punch Man punch. Oh my god. Okay. Oh god. Okay. Oh, sorry. Oh, the volume's a little high. My bad. I'll scream louder next time. Whew. Thank you. Oh, whew. That makes me feel better. Okay. Sorry, I couldn't turn my eyes away. Did Dr. Bro just add a permitted term called goo orgasm? Okay, all right. Well, here's the thing. Bezos has knocked on my door and said that we got an ad in 30 seconds. So we got an ad in 30 seconds. We're going to wait for that to go by. And then I'm going to talk about this shit. We're going to watch some things back again because I need some time to process anyway. Oh, man. Someone was trying to say it. Hey, you know, I can't deny. I can't... Oh, look at that, an ad. Look at that. That's crazy. That's crazy. How did that happen? What convenient timing. Anyway, see you guys in 1 minute. I'm gonna take a breather. Oh. Oh, Bezos lied. This is awkward. We can watch it again. We could, and then it's gonna interrupt me. Bezos is gonna interrupt me. I just watched your 10 Wan Billy video. Your Chinese isn't bad. Is that the... That was the one where I did the Q&A on Arc Knights? Bezos really loves to delay his heck. Frick. Yes, agreed. Honestly, I don't know why I would ever trust Bezos ever again, but I do have to pretend that he's going to be reliable just in case. 10 followers one. Was that the did I just say thank you? Is that what it was? I don't remember. But yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Oh, there it is. There's the ad. Wow, 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 wow. What if the countdown is counting down to a smaller countdown? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised. Oh, man, I actually need to process this. That animation was insane. There's actually just so much. I wasn't ready for that at all. Yeah. You didn't get the ads, Noah? Well, that's good. It's good. You probably have ad block, to be honest. But gotta wait for everybody else to finish up. We got 30 seconds. As if I needed any more reason to pull Lighter. So what does Lighter do in the game? Is he like... I guess I could watch it. Don't forget Ching Yi's demo for a palette cleanser, especially if you go from this to Massive Swing. That is Jane's. Oh, yeah. Jane's is going to be a bit much. That's for sure. Let me bring Chi Yi's in here, though. That'd be great. Man. I don't know if we've done, like, a ZZZ thing. Have we done, like, a whole ZZZ stream before? I forget. I feel like we did. But I don't know if we did. I feel like we did. We did Yanagi, which I think is a standalone. But I don't think we've done much more than that, now that I think about it. I think I was saving the ZZ stuff for later. Yeah, well, just for the character. I mean, we did it for the combat and the ultimate. Yeah, we did a tier list a while back, but interesting. Oh, we did do a cinematics one. That's right, but we didn't do a character trailer one. I would love to do a character trailer one, actually. He's basically a fire Yuji. That makes sense. Decreases enemy resistance for particular elements. Fair enough. Oh, we're done with the ads. Hey, welcome back. Hello, everybody. We're gonna watch this again with a calm mind. Miyabi will come out soon. Probably time for another tier list, and because Miyabi looks insane. Yeah, honestly. Yeah. Billy, unsurprisingly, has a great trailer. I don't know if I've seen Billy's, actually. I haven't seen a lot of them. Okay, here we go. Okay, we've already watched the beginning several times. It is very good. Oh, the rhythm there is so good, too. I'm gonna skip to the part where I just stopped commenting because we gotta get to that part. Okay. Oh god. Oh, I can't stop it. Oh god. Okay. Oh, it pains me just to pause. I just want to see the whole thing. Why is this so good? Why is this so good, guys? This whole sequence is amazing. The reason why is because of a couple things. First of all, beautiful animation, obviously. But one thing I've been telling you guys for forever, low focal length. It is so dynamic when you see characters move in and out of Z space. That is what you want to see. It makes it feel like they're coming at you and away from you, and and coming at you again, right? So, oh my God, like just look at that. Anytime you see a giant foot in your face and you see like a tiny little person, aren't you ever just like, ding? That's what I want. That's what I want. Maybe that didn't come out right. Anyway, the idea is that you want to have these large contrasts in screen space because you have a lot of visual interest happening when people run towards the camera like this. Look at this. This has also got some huge fisheye lens distortion. If you like look at that right there, you see that? That's also like an anime thing. You see that with Nakamura stuff all the time. This is like masterclass. Just, oh my God, look at that. The momentum transfer into this. Oh, dude, I want to talk about this too. This is so well balanced as well. Like I love the idea that they have this windmill pose that has just like super straight legs. As a breakdancer, when you have straight legs on a windmill pose like this, you really showcase the sheer amount of power and momentum that's happening with these swings. Like this is a very, very powerful windmill pose. There's people who do windmills that are like this, you know, like that ain't how it works, brother. If you want a strong windmill pose, you got to have straight legs, like perfectly straight. This is basically the essence of centrifugal force, essentially. And they've really shown that off right here. That's good. God, I love that. Then right here, the fact that he just scrunches up into like a ball is also hilarious, but works because that's basically what you do. You spring up when you do that. You do this and then you spring up, upwards, backwards handspring. And then he's like balancing himself a little bit, takes this out and spins it. I love the way he spins it. It's just so satisfying. It's clearly inspired by pen spinning. I don't know if there's like, I guess he's actually doing technically lighter spinning, which is what like he's spinning it between the fingers, which is very similar to like the coin spinning, all these other sort of like fidgety things that you can do. There's like poses like this. You see this right here? As someone who also did pen spinning, there's like certain poses with the hand that mark like good knowledge of the physics behind it, right? So like when you're spinning with your fingers, there's a lot of weird awkward poses that never happen otherwise. Lifting up the pinky so much like this is one of those things. Like you lift it up, and sometimes you got to lift your elbow up too. You'll see a little bit of that sort of like trickle down effect as he's doing this. There's just like a flick of the wrist there. You see that? All that's necessary for the momentum and everything to coincide with all of his finger movements. That's just insane, dude. It's insane. Oh God. And he dodges that so close to camera. Really, really good. A glimpse of his eyes is awesome. That's actually really cool. And then we go back to the dynamic shot. Oh, dude, this made me feel something. Okay, right here. Dude. So, first of all, I love this pose. What a clear silhouette. What a clear and unique silhouette. This shows a lot of things. Like he's not like a ninja like he could be. You know, he could be like a ninja with his legs like this and like his like arm like this, right? Like this is like a more of like a ninja pose. You see the difference, right? He's not like that. He's like very chaotic. He's very laid back. He's got his legs straight out. He is in a very sort of like almost casual position high up in the air. This is a personality thing, and it works really, really well. And he still lands with such great anticipation here, just straightening his whole body here so he lands smoothly. Feels good. And then right here, guys, look at this. The step, bro. The footstep. It's so So why is this so good? All this energy is getting focused down into the ground, into the dissipation of this landing, right? You also get a little bit of that, just a couple beats there. A couple of joules, you could say, of energy being dispersed outwards. But you know where the rest of the energy goes? Back up. So obviously equal and opposite reaction. He's recoiling from that, recovering from that landing. He's recovering from that landing pose, from the extreme energy downwards, bounces back up. Now, what does the bounce up energy go? There's a lot of energy there. It goes into his swagger. His swagger, guys. Like literally the foot lifts up from that. The shoulder lifts up from that. Using that huge explosive downwards energy into like feeding that energy into a pose that makes him look. Thanks. I need that. That makes him look so cool and so badass, and more importantly, very relaxed. It's almost like you took like every piece of like muscle fiber here and like had it just like tensed up and exploded, and then just like loosened up the entire like muscle system here. He looks so loose, so relaxed. Like his hands are open, his body is slightly bent over. He's got this extreme relaxed pose right after one of the most tense and energy driven moments of the video. Not to mention, if you really want to get into it, this thing pays off really well as it unravels. And the music, guys, the music times perfectly with a guitar right here. Hang on. This is not important, but look, it's a guitar. They have the guitar here, like right when he lands. It's just like you see how that mimics the visuals? That's a bounce in the music. That's what you want. You want the visuals to sync with the audio, because that's what video is. It's both visuals and audio. That's why it's called video. I actually don't know if that's the case, but I'm making that up. Either way, it makes sense to me. But yeah. I love that. I mean, this is already good. You can obviously see. Look at the squash and stretch on this, dude. Look at that. What? I didn't even notice these poses. This is crazy. What is his foot doing there? Oh my god. Oh my god. They have so much fun with it. Hey, Chow's agent. Chaos agent. What's up? I got my Sonic mixed up in there. Look at this, dude. Huge stretch there. And then the squash. The squash. Look at that. The bounciness. Bounciness is something that ZZZ does really well. Yeah. You're basically right. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Chris, for validating my random bullshitting. Video comes from Latin. From the Latin videre, to see, and the English audio. Ah, well, there you go. I am correct. Yeah. Lighter is done with a flaming scarf. I'll take it. Hang on. Wait, hang on. Wait, hang on. Where's my... There we go. Is that right? No, that's the wrong one. Hang on. This... Well, anyway. Almost got it. What's next? Whoa, there's a glitching on his face too. Did you see that? That's so arcane, dude. Look at that. That's so cool. God, I love it. What a cool shot, dude. Notice how the scarf is actually like not blocking any of them conveniently. Everything is like so gorgeously composited. Like compositioned. There we go. This is like just, if you just drew a constellation with these, everything feels really well spaced. It's very good. It's very cool. What's up, Negasuki? How's it going? This gives me fully Cooley vibes. Yeah, it does. It really does. It's very Studio Trigger dynamic. Okay, this is crazy. This is like Risley, but with fire. He has an engine on his wrist. Is crazy. The effects here are gorgeous, and I actually think some of these are 3D. Well, they're on 2s actually. I think they're 2D. They might be 3D though. That's crazy. This right here. Oh, this feels so good. I love how the fire is transparent, dude. What the hell? That's so cool. The fire is actually transparent. It's got an outline to it. It's quite rare, but it's got this cool, like, overheating kind of like, what's the word? Like heat distortion effect going on there. And then it transitions to that. It's got a cool texture to it too, to set him apart from just basic fire. Oh my god, he punches so well. Oh, and back frames. Ah! Yeah, so this right here, this fire actually straight up it looks 3D. Am I crazy? I feel like I'm seeing polygons, but they do have heat distortion on it, so I can't really tell. I just like wouldn't be surprised for some of these things. Like that right there looks 3D, but I could be wrong. Notice how what is this? The cameras are moving. Something's moving and the other stuff is not. I can't tell because the background is too bright. But yeah, look at that composition, dude. Oh my god. Dude, this part. Dude, he's so light on his feet, bro. So here's the thing about animation. It's actually honestly a very, very common thing for animators to be scared of feet. And it's understandable because feet affect every part of the body. The moment you move a foot or change a foot's contact pose, the entire body has to adjust. It's not easy to do. It's not easy to keep in mind, but it's very important for getting body mechanics to look right. But usually you try to avoid feet contact. You try to avoid this like feet sliding stuff. You try to avoid a lot of things. When you focus on this stuff right here, especially right here, it's like, this is all foot contacts. This is all understanding like what the weight is doing for each step. Like he's still balanced despite like him like moving around and stuff like that. It's crazy. Actually, I kind of want to look at the shadows real quick because I'm curious if they actually animated his upper body. Because oftentimes you don't do that because you don't see it anyway. We do that. We have this problem a lot where we like animate it and then like the upper body's like T-posing and you would see the shadow. I don't see any shadows that are like crazy here, so I assume that they fixed it up. But like I'm looking at like, for example, guys, I'm gonna be honest, they didn't animate this guy. They didn't animate this guy. I don't think they did it. Watch this appendage. I'm pretty sure that's his arm. If you see that, it doesn't move at all. He's supposed to be punching him, but like the body's moving, and like I feel like you see that appendage just staying there. It doesn't. There's no. The arm doesn't move. I assume that's the arm. There's no actual like. There's no upper body movement at all. Oh, it's so good. I feel like it's probably the same case here, but I just wanted to. Had a feeling. I had a feeling they would do something similar to what we do, where we just don't animate it at all and just hope for the best. Oh, so good. Oh, that's so good. Wait, hang on. Take a look at this, guys. They do a really interesting thing here. They could easily have just done like a punch that goes towards camera here, but they constrict it. You see that? They bring the shoulder forward. That's actually like not normal. It's actually really, really good. It's fascinating because what it does is it coils it. It adds the anticipation, but then adds just an extra bit of that buildup where it's literally coiled like a spring, essentially, before it just like totally just explodes. That is cool. That's a really small thing, but you'll notice it feels so good. Oh, it feels good. Just that little bit of extra anticipation before the payoff. This is literally Saitama. Am I crazy? Crazy? That's literally Saitama. So good. The foreshortening on the body, just like punching so far away from camera. The low focal lengths, dude. They're where it's at. I swear to God, if that one note is actually the first note of One Punch Man's opening, season 1, because it sounds like it. I'm just saying. I'm just, hey, that's literally, look. Anyway, it's the same pose. God, it's so good. Okay, anyway. What? Oh, okay. Question though. What grade would I give lighter character demo? What letter grade would I give them? S plus. Honestly, S plus. The only thing I noticed was the clarity issue that we had here in this 180-degree rule here. This is the only thing I felt like they could have improved. This is not like wrong per se, but it's not as clear as it could be. It's like the only thing. Everything else after that is absolutely insane. This I don't take points off for this because I would do the same thing personally. I'm not gonna animate the guy if I can't see him. The shadows are indistinct enough where people won't notice. But yeah, it's incredible. Also, does he have little paws on the under? Oh, dude, that's literally what we did for CK2 as well with Art Gun's design. Anyway, I give it an S plus. Yep, I give it an S plus. I think this is one of the best ZZZ animations I've seen in a while. There's so much dynamic camera work. There's so much dynamic animation. There's so many good like just payoffs and anticipation. I would say it's probably one of my favorites for sure. The beginning alone just kind of like, what, dude? I can't watch that in public. Just, God. I gotta admit, I didn't appreciate this animation until I'm watching Dillon Dillon here break down every frame. Yeah, I mean, it's worthwhile going through every frame, honestly. Also, me learning how to read sentences would be really useful for me. Anyway, with the shadow for the other guy, one arm moves once. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. This feels like the Bebop fight from the first episode. Yeah, I agree. The Bebop fight's great. Also has really good footwork. Does the game company make these trailers themselves, or is it another studio? It's almost guaranteed the game company themselves. One, because they have the money. Two, because they're using all the game models from the game. If they were using like Wonderium, for example, the Honkai Impact cinematics, they use different models. They don't actually use the models from the game because the models from the game wouldn't be able to look that good. There's a lot of stuff that they do with Wonderium. At the very least, maybe they were painting over the faces for a while, but nowadays I think they actually make custom models. Yeah, these are just from the game. They do have a VFX team, looks like, that paints over them, but it's generally looks like it's just in-engine, which is cool. They can squash and stretch the game assets that much? Yeah, probably, to be honest. I feel like their in-game animation is not that far off from this. I wouldn't be surprised if they had a couple more extra controls, but I also feel like if it were me, I would add those rig on the fly controls where you can add warps and stuff wherever you want. That would be the control that would give you the most flexibility and the least amount of pre-production time to allow this to work. That's what I would do. But that's just me, a professional animator. All right, let's take a look at this. This is Dagger's Inheritors. I mean, maybe we do like a specific video on Dagger's Inheritors. It's 15 minutes long. Oh, can we do this? Can we skip to like the parts that like have fights? 15 minutes is a long time. I actually don't know how long it's gonna take me to review 15 minutes. It might take me like an hour, perhaps even 2. How about we just watch it through? Yeah. You got time. It's fair. I don't even know how they can animate so much squash and stretch with the weird poses. How does someone visualize that? They draw it, actually. I honestly think that's what they do. They probably draw it first. Yeah. There's a lot of understanding of arcs and stuff that like these random smear frames are driven by some form of philosophy. They're not just random. That's how they make those decisions. And it can seem random at first, and I think that's why it feels so daunting to start doing that kind of thing. But it really is just an exaggeration of existing, I would say realistic, in quotes, existing realistic poses that are getting pushed super hard. My migraine is getting worse. Oh no. Because I don't, maybe I shouldn't yell. In case he tells, I don't stop before you leave. Thank you for streaming. Yeah, thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it. Much love, much love. But yeah, let's take a look at. I want to look at this one actually. Let's do a couple of ZZZ ones before we jump into Dagger's Inheritors. If we do Dagger's Inheritors, I kind of want to do it at the end. So we're gonna watch Qingyi next, or I guess we can watch Jane. I've already seen Jane, and I know it's a lot. That's one reason why I'm not reacting to it, because I've already seen it. Maybe we'll skip Jane for now. I haven't seen Qingyi's at all. We're gonna watch Qingyi's. I like to have like true reactionary reactions. It's got to be done at least in early phases by someone with a strong understanding of 2D animation. Yeah, it definitely helps a lot. I do think there are 3D animators who do have that foundation, so they could just be doing it on the fly. But yeah, they have to have a strong foundation in 2D, or at the very least study it. All right, Let's watch Qing Yi's youthful appearance, old soul. Interesting.
Look, just use your chariot. Come on. It's in the back. Here. That's the move. Right. And if she does, just use your horse and...
See her move.
That's game.
Wait, we got an... Okay, we're good. This is cute. So she plays Chinese chess. Fair enough.
Should have led with a cannon. Right. Sure.
You always use the same move.
Her hair's an antenna. This is so cute. Whoa, that animation is so good. Is that like that's dude? That's crazy. I feel like that's got a mocap base to it because it's so well acted.
Hey, we haven't considered.
Another game nearby requires my attention.
And don't forget this.
We can continue once I get back.
That was crazy. Dude, you just yeeted that at her.
This must be the place. Officer Chingy has
Nice
arrived
shoes.
on the scene.
Nice shoes.
You youngsters. Play with fire till we done.
Youngsters.
Heavy strikes break the drum.
Dude, I love her staff.
Reach for that. Shining moon. How many
Oh,
flowers have
yes.
fallen?
Holy shit. That was cool. That was a cool... Oh, man. That was a cool move.
Formation! Let's see the pit squeak through this!
Woo! Let's watch that back again. Hang on.
Formation! Let's see the pit squeak through this!
That's so cool, dude. That's so cool. Oh, my God. So she kicks it. The staff is in 3 sections, as per the name. She catches it. It creates these beautiful arcs here, which is so cool. And then, impact frame. Another beautiful arc there. Just look at this, dude. Look at that. The energy is being preserved all throughout this whole zoom, 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 zoom. It's a loop-de-loop. It feels really, really good. Very connected energy. All the way up to... Oh, the snap. Oh, that's so satisfying, dude. Oh, my God. That's so satisfying. Yeah, that feels good. That feels great. And with the camera shake, too.
See the pit squeak through this!
Don't forget about us.
Oh, my God.
What are you
What?
doing here?
Defending our community is just like playing chess. We won't concede.
That's so cool. Wait, I love how they teased that they could fight by having the guy throw the staff at her. That's so cool. Wait, I'm excited for this. Oh my God. What? Bro.
My opening move.
Oh my God. Wait, what was that? Wait, what is that? Why does she have a leak? Anyway, look at this, dude. Look, this is cool. She uses her staff with her foot. That's so creative, dude. Like, so right here, she comes in, she blocks a move by, it's magnetized to her feet. That's so cool, dude. Oh my God.
Turn the table. Hobble the horse.
Oh my God.
Pawn siege the
I feel like I'm watching Kung Fu Hustle.
What the?
moonlight tape.
Yeah, that was good.
Freeze! Public security!
Horse and cannon.
Oh my God.
Officer Chen, seems you're not as fast as you used to be.
Thanks, but some of us aren't made of steel or battle ready on break.
It's them you should be thanking.
Them?
Can be deceiving.
Some things get better with age.
Checkmate.
Oh my God.
No, what is with this game?
That's so cute, dude. That was cute. Oh man. Oh wow. Yeah, very Kung Fu Hustle. Dude, actually, I like this one a lot. I thought that was really good. I'm not getting the same like craziness level as like lighter, but we'll talk about it. We got a Bezos ad coming in 40 seconds. Why are they not playable? Dude, honestly, I have no idea. They should. Still waiting for Grandma to be on banner. She's clearly more OP. She has a leak, bro. Short cake, hey, thanks for following. Thank you. That block with the foot slash staff is incredible. I agree. I thought it was sick. Plus, not only that, but it wasn't just blocking, but it was actually going in between his weapon, which was crazy. Asuna, hey! Hello there. The face of going to a Chinese garden and seeing Ayu's doing kung fu. That's true. It's very relatable. Looks like Bezos has once again lied. So I'm going to assume that there's another 30 seconds before the ad appears for whatever reason. So we're going to wait for another 30 seconds. I should just assume that from now on. Honestly, at this point, he's so consistent. We're going to change our expectations. Bezos can, man. Have you watched Caesar's demo yet? Oh yeah, I did. I think I did. That was a couple weeks ago. Caesar's the one with the bike, right? She's like the, what do you call him? The One-chan. Hey, Oxilly, how's it going? Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, welcome. We're about to watch an ad, allegedly. But Bezos is not. Oh, there we go. There we go. She's the leader of the Sons of Caledon. Fair enough. Have you seen the Caesar MV that sounds like a K-pop song? No. That's not the Bernice one? Honestly, I feel like there's so much room for good music in video games. It's just going to get crazier and crazier. Like the Rappa MV with Riol was great. That was good. The Caesar MV is mostly illustrations. I don't think so. Oh, sorry, I didn't watch the MV yet. I guess it might have been. Yeah, that makes sense. There wouldn't be much to watch on my end. That's fair. All right, Bezos, we got 8 more seconds. Okay, you guys ready? Wait, you guys sell ads, right? Just to be sure. Like, do you guys have ads? Because it says there's ads. I swear to God, if I just sat here for like a minute and you guys were doing nothing and I was doing nothing, I'm like, why would Amazon do this to me? Anyway, are you guys back? Are we good? One ad. Okay, fair enough. I'll take it. Ad over. Okay, cool. As long as it wasn't lying to me, we're good. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Sons of Caledon looks inside all ladies plus one lighter. Yeah, I was gonna ask that. I was like, isn't it mostly girls? Do you know when it would be a good time to recommend / highlight indie animators for you? Yes, we're actually planning on doing something similar. We might start it next year because I'm so busy this year. Like this next month is gonna be crazy for me. But next year, what we're probably gonna do is we're gonna open up self submissions, so people will be able to submit their own projects. We're gonna have certain criteria for it, but like that'll be probably like a once a month thing that we're gonna do. That's gonna be like a pretty big deal, I think, for being able to actually kind of open up the Professor Goo review stuff again. But we're gonna do it slightly differently in the future. Basically, I want to be able to basically open up your blend files. That's gonna be the goal in the future. But only self submissions basically would be the goal. So it's like, I'm not gonna critique someone else's work because you want me to. Is basically I'm like, look, I don't know if that guy wants to receive critique. I'm not gonna critique it. But if you want to receive critique, we can talk about that. So that's gonna be a we're planning to do that basically sometime next year with hopes that it'll be a good way for you guys to sort of interact more with that kind of stuff. Cool. All right, you guys ready? Let's watch this again. I'm gonna break down some things and I'm gonna give it a letter grade because honestly, it's pretty good, but I want to figure out exactly where it stands. Like, why? Why is it good? It's cute.
Just shoot your chariot.
It's not giving me the top rank, but
And if she does,
the
just
why.
shoot your horse
See her move.
Look how bored she is.
That's game.
This animation's so good, dude.
Should have led with a cannon. Right.
Sure.
Dude, from an acting perspective, like she blows the tea, like that's so good.
Do the same move.
It's so cute. That right there, this is insane. I don't think you guys understand how insane this animation is. This guy's so well animated. I just thought I can't. Oh man. Okay, take a look at this. First of all, he gets pushed. He gets grappled, and then he grapples him. That's a whole thing. That is influencing his weight. You see it every time he pulls in. When he pulls in, his center of mass moves in as well. These are all things you have to do manually, right? Like this is difficult to do when you're animating. And then not only that, but he's emoting really well. Like look at this. Look. He's like his hand here is blocking the conversation while focusing on what he wants to talk about. Acting wise, it's just so gorgeous. It's like literally exactly what a person would do in this situation, to the point where I feel like they've either recorded very good specific reference, which is always a good idea for animation, or they actually used mocap and then reanimated it afterwards. That's my guess, because it's so well animated. It just feels so real. I love it. I think this is like, this propels, like this alone propels this up to a very, very high score for me. But let's see how the rest of the animation compares.
Another game nearby requires my attention.
And don't forget this.
We can continue once I get back.
So good, dude. That's so good.
We can continue once I get back.
The camera work on this is insane. The just like, oh my god.
We can continue once I get back.
Oh, dude, every single arc is feeding into itself. It continues to spin the same way every single time, even though she's rotating her wrist in the middle. Like, look at this, right? Like, see how she's like, she has it here, and then she like catches it again, and then rotates it around like that. It's still rotating counterclockwise on screen up until it goes here. Well, still doing it up until
Once I get
it goes. It does an infinity to go
once I get back.
upwards, and then that brings another anticipation arc into the screen, which is so good. Oh my god, notice the tilt and everything too.
And don't forget this.
We can continue once I get back.
Notice how the angle actually tilts here. Like the camera actually is relatively straight here, and notice how it starts to tilt as it starts to look up. It's almost like it feels like, and I've talked about this before, like the camera is a human head that's like this. You notice when you do this? You notice when you do this? Like you're looking down and you turn to the right, your head will still be on an axis that is tilted. So when you turn this way, suddenly it's a Dutch angle. But when you're looking forward and down a little bit, it's a normal angle. You see how that works? So that's actually a replication of how the human head tends to follow these types of actions, and emphasizes the line of action really well as well. But like, if it wasn't like that, it wouldn't have read nearly as well. But you could easily have done in 3D just like this, right? Like this is like a camera move that you might expect, where you keep the horizon level, but like that's not going to be as naturalistic. It's not going to flow as well with the line of action. It's really, really cool.
This must be the place. Officer Chingy has arrived on the scene.
The idea that Bang Boos are just like completely defenseless and there's bullies that just like steal from them is like, that's got to be an oversight to the technology of like how they do that.
Chingy has arrived on the scene.
So cute though.
Afraid of a little girl?
You youngsters, play with fire till be dumb.
Oh, that's so cool.
Play with fire till be dumb. Heavy strikes break the drum. Reach for the shining moon. How many flowers?
That's so cool. This is so cool. Look at this, dude.
Shining moon.
You see what she's doing here? Not only does she foot sweep, right? She does this in staff form. She goes under him, and then lets it go into 3-link staff form, and then foot sweeps with the magnet on her foot, basically to bring the staff to her foot, which then allows it to capture this enemy staff in in the middle of the swipe. That's insane, dude. It increases her reach so much. It's basically like a double foot sweep. That's so cool.
Flowers have fallen.
And then that's so good. That's literally so amazing. You actually set up the next move perfectly here by having it just fall down. Oh my god. And that was a kick. That was a kick, right? This is a kick swipe. So she's literally just kicking. That, dude, magnetic shoes for a metal 3-link staff is so cool, dude. I actually had no idea that that was what her like kit was really built off of when we first reviewed her in the tier list, because I just thought she was like cool 3-section staff lady. No, she has magnetic shoes, cool 3-section staff lady. That is like a legitimately such a really creative fighting style. This is the kind of shit that like you look at Ruby and you're like, oh, how did they come up with that? This is like creative thinking for weapons. Like I just absolutely love this. I don't even know, like this is what I would want to do. Like I love this so much. It's very Ruby coded. Oh my god. The only thing I wish they did more of, so just to like go through this, the thing I'm a little disappointed by was basically this fight, and I'll tell you why.
Fire till be done. Heavy strength, break the drum. Reach for.
I don't feel like they emphasized the cool parts of her kit as much as they could have. So the first few parts here are very cut and dry, right?
Play with fire till be done.
This is really good, but it's really just boom, 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 staff hit,
Heavy strength, break the drum.
staff hit, kick.
Reach for that. Shining moon.
So all the way up to here, it's been pretty basic, and I feel like the camera angles are also pretty far away. And I feel like that gives me just enough distance from the fight to kind of observe it as a neutral observer. That's not what I want. As an audience, I kind of want to be really invested in the fight, and I really want to feel like the stakes and the momentum.
Fire till be done.
There's not a lot of energy here that I can feel coming
Reach
at
for
me.
that. Shining moon.
And it's not until here that we really get to see the uniqueness of her actual attack. And to be fair, as cool as this move is, the silhouette is not very clear. I actually didn't register this the first time. I wish I did, but it's a very difficult silhouette to read, which is fair because it's a very weird pose in general. But I would really like to have seen, like, if you are going to do these wide angle shots,
You youngsters.
like showcase her fighting style more with her shoes at the beginning, because this is going to be our first impression of her. I would really love to see that highlighted a little bit more, at least for one of these moves in the first 3.
Play with fire till be done. Heavy strength, break the drum. Reach for that. Shining moon. How many flowers have fallen?
That part was cool, but it actually goes by a little too fast, and you don't actually see that she kicks right here. Like this kicking thing is like barely visible because, like, look, you can't even see half her body. You know what I mean? Like the effects are a bit too loud. So things like that makes it difficult to actually fully appreciate her creativity, which is really, really good. So yeah. The weapon also acts as a light trail, as a trail right after the kick. Yeah, I agree. The weapon, the 3-section weapon, actually, the 3-section staff acts really well as its own motion trail and tracing its own arcs. It's amazing. I love it. I love it so much.
Formation!
What is he writing? I just realized that.
Let's see the pitch we get through this!
I love this so much. I've already talked about it. I love it so much. It's got such good arcs and anticipation. Oh, and payoff.
Don't forget about us.
What are you doing here?
Defending our
These are good poses. These are legitimately good poses. I do feel like this was very much inspired by Ai's doing Kung Fu in the park, which is basically like, you know, old people doing Tai Chi and stuff. Like it's a total meme in China for sure.
defending our community is just like playing chess. We won't concede.
Three-pong power trigger!
My opening move.
That, I love this so much. I've already talked about it, but this is so good. This is what I'm talking about. I wanted to see more of this when it's focused on her. You know what I mean? Like that would have been so good.
Turn the table. Hobble the horse. Pawn siege the palace.
That's so good. Oh my god. You guys see those arcs, dude?
The palace.
Look at these arcs.
Pawn siege.
Look at this. Goes across screen like this, right? Line of action. Comes back around, does the exact same line of action. What did I tell you about doing the exact same line of action? It's a good thing to build up that energy on top of itself. Very, very good.
Moonlight tape. Moonlight tape.
This is cute, but it's also not as good as it could have been. I feel like this is also an example of a shot that puts too much distance between me and the characters. I would really love for there to be like, maybe she's a little closer, or maybe like they're a little further away, or maybe this person's a little closer, this person's a little closer. You know what I mean? Like having just a bit more screen space filled up would have been nice. And a small thing about Qingyi's pose here, I feel like we could have seen just a small exaggeration in this particular pose. I kind of want her ankle to be flexed. This is a small thing, but ankle flexing is a really, really good indicator of tension. Like generally speaking, if your ankle is flexed or if it's not flexed, like if it's like this, like if your heel is flexed instead, there's different types of tension here. This allows you to really flex like your calves and like your hamstrings, or I guess your quads here, your quads. But like this is like more of like a hamstring kind of calf flex. It doesn't give the same amount of anticipation. What this does is it allows you to feel like the leg is going up. It feels like it's being pulled up, which pulls you into this arc. And this arc for the leg then leads to this arc for the hand, right? It kind of ties them together. It builds on itself. But because it doesn't do that right now, this feels like honestly a pretty relaxed leg. It's like slightly bent. It's got like a pointed toe. It's a pretty relaxed leg. If this was like that, then maybe. But like it's not. It's like this. And it might as well just be like this. You see what I'm saying? Like it feels pretty relaxed. I'm not feeling it as much. And you can see that here, it just kind of looks like she's just spinning like for fun. But if you actually had a pose that was like this, you see how that feels like a lot more dynamic. You could also go crazier with it if you wanted to. Like you could do this. You know what I mean? Like you could do like a whole straight leg pose like that. That also would read pretty well, I think. But it's not an axe kick technically. But I think if you had the anticipation of an axe kick, you could lead pretty well with what you're actually doing, which is basically an axe kick momentum, right? Because you're doing the same thing. So this overall could be slightly more exaggerated. Even with this pose here, like her body could be more like this. You know, she could be a lot closer. This thing could be here, that kind of thing, where you actually have like a lot more build up there. This could be here, that kind of thing. So there's a lot of build up here that's not happening that could happen. Like this arm could be like much further back, for example. That kind of thing. Really push the chest out, push the shoulder forward, that kind of thing. So this was a bit unsatisfactory, and it was one of the last moves in the video. Still feels good though.
Freeze! Public security!
Horse and cannon. Officer Chen, seems you're not as fast as you used to be.
Thanks, but some of us aren't made of steel or battle ready on break.
It's them you should be thanking.
She made of steel?
Huh? Them?
Can be deceiving.
Some things get better with age.
Checkmate.
Oh no!
It's so cute. The ending's cute. The ending's really cute. I give this an A+. It is very much a good animation. It's just got these things that feel like they could be better from a sort of directing and creative standpoint. I don't think it was badly animated by any means. It's really, really well animated. And honestly, the choreography was gorgeous. I love her kit, her weapon style. Like the idea that you have magnetic shoes is so creative. It's like, oh my God. Dude, yeah, I can't commend them enough, but they could have showcased it a bit more, showed it off a bit more, and then I think it would have gotten an S. But otherwise, A+, not bad, not bad. Oh, she's a robot. That makes sense. Yep. That would explain the marks on her thighs and stuff. You mean if she was using her leg to start as like a counterweight for the swing? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So you have the counterweight for the swing, basically leading the action, the line of action with the with like an axe kick like thing. That would work really well. I wonder if the relaxed leg was a deliberate thing because it's just another day at the office. Yeah, I feel like that's sometimes, like, I hear a lot of people talk about things where I was like, oh, like maybe this was deliberate because of a character choice. I'll tell you, most of the time it's not. Just from an animator's perspective, most of the time you want things to be as satisfying as possible. If you're not sure if it's intentional or not, it's probably not intentional. But that's not to say that you shouldn't give them the benefit of the doubt. That's fine. Nor should you like critique them for it. I don't think it's a bad thing. But like there are these things that will slip through the cracks. Generally speaking, for the most part, and this is from my personal opinion as a professional animator, most animation has issues with it. That's just how it is. Like most animators will have things on there that are not perfect, and they're not intentional. It's just a matter of, it's just a byproduct of not the industry, of the field of study. Animation's very, very hard. It's very, very hard to get right. Like it takes a lot of time to make an animation perfect. So it's like 90% of the time, if you're like, oh, this thing, it's like, it's probably not intentional. That's just because, that's also just a matter of time too. Like people don't always have time to polish their animations. So yeah, that's just how it is. I personally never ascribed to intention that I could ascribe to unintention. It's just 90% of the time it's not intentional because there's going to be things that they would want to do better. Yeah, time constraints, deadlines, there's so much that goes in animation. Exactly. If I think it's very easy to expect from the outside perspective for people who aren't in the industry or aren't doing animation themselves. It's very easy to expect animation to be perfect and that to expect animators to be flawless and to generally expect like art itself to be the way it's supposed to be. But I can tell you with the utmost certainty that every piece of art pretty much that is part of mainstream media, that's part of the market essentially, right? Like commercialization, all types of commercialized art is not perfect at all. Like it's never going to be because there's always time constraints. There's always profitability to consider. When you look at like perfect art, quote unquote, the only way you could ever possibly get that is like if someone has been working on it for the entire life and like you get a Mona Lisa situation, right? Where there's like, it was nothing to do with money. It was just like they were painting it for like years and years and years. And there's constantly correcting and fixing it. These things happen very rarely because it's not practical for that to happen. But you could argue that's the case. But I think a lot of people see that like art online and things like that as if it was like that. But it's just not. Every piece of art is abandoned, or no art is ever complete. It is only ever released. is how I perceive it. I believe that's a quote from Pixar, but there's another quote that says like a project is abandoned. I don't really like that quote as much. But yeah. I thought the rotation was leading to an axe kick. Exactly. Yeah. I was expecting that, which is why it felt unsatisfying to me. I feel like it could have been just more satisfying if it was done that way. So, small thing. Oh, God. That was good. That was good. I don't even know what to watch next because do we have time for this? Oh, man. I heard from someone that if there's a mistake that no one notices, it doesn't need fixing. Oh yeah, that's true. I agree. Like the shadow mistake that I mentioned earlier. Like, bro, no one's gonna look at the shadows like I did. Let's just be real. No one's gonna notice, dude. Look at this shit. Like, it was on here for 2 seconds. Like, look at this. No one's gonna notice. No one would notice that. There's no way. I just happen to be crazy. Yeah, a lot of times the director's calling things out like that. I'm like, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Stay on the ZZZ train? Jane? We could watch Jane. I've already seen Jane before. It'll be a much more casual watch. I don't know if I'll do a breakdown, I mean. I don't know. This is a fun 12-second animation. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Jigo. What is this? Amazing Yakuza bread? Wait, what is this?
違う。お前のケーキが伸びたことだ。
What?
ことだ。
I don't like that I'm paused on this frame. Let me just keep going. Damn. What? Oh, that. Oh. Oh, they got 2D animation on there too. Bro, what? Okay. Okay, hang on. I didn't expect to react to this, but let's talk about this, okay? Look at this. Why does this work so well? Oh my god.
違う。お前のケーキが伸びたことだ。
I don't like that his mouth is so open. I'll say that much. Small thing, small thing. When you put your mouth on bread like that, you're gonna bite down already a little bit. So like it should be here. It should already be like his mouth should already be slightly closed. I don't like that his mouth is so open. It makes me uncomfortable. But after that, like he should already be here by the time he bites. Like usually you'll already, like, as soon as you put it in your mouth, you'll already start biting. You're not just gonna like keep your jaw flexed like that, like like I think, but immediately as soon as he puts it in there, he would already have a little bit of bite. But that being said, what's so great about this bread animation? Nobody expected it to break. Nobody expected the bread to break like this. That's the coolest thing about it. And honestly, I'm curious how they did it. But basically, it's breaking here, and then it's also breaking here with a little bit of squash and stretch. You see that? You see how it's like pulling apart, and it's long, and then it gets shorter. That's really, really cool. There's also like a change in the shading here, which I think this might be painted or something. No way. Wait. There's no way. Wait, there's no way. Wait, there's no way. Wait, there's no way. Guys, guys, I think this is a 2D image. I think somebody painted this. I think someone painted this. This doesn't make sense. I think it's 2D, but like it's clearly 3D here. But like every sign points that this is actually a painting. Hang on, like this is obviously a 3D bread. This is 3D bread. All right, check. But take a look at this, guys. Watch. You notice how like there's this transition point where there's kind of like a wash, like a transition where it kind of fades over. You see that? Where it just like it starts to change a little bit in terms of its shading and stuff. Surprise, surprise, the bread is a solid texture in 3D. So it's definitely got like a 3D model that is static, but when it breaks like this, it feels like they're replacing it now with basically an image. Hey, thanks for the raid. Thank you. Sorry, I totally butchered your name. Dylan, no, someone ripped the 3D model of the bread. There is a 3D model of the bread for sure, but I think it's being replaced right in this moment with a 2D image of the bread. Now, this would make it a little bit easier to manipulate, arguably, especially if it's cutscene. But you see how this is changing? You see that? You see the edge of this where it's like it's just sort of morphing? It looks almost like the puppet tool, like in After Effects, or something like being morphed in 2D instead of 3D. I could be crazy. There's just like this weird shading artifacts and stuff too. And then you also have this, which is a clear indication of 2D, in my opinion. And then as it goes down, even though the hand is rotating with parallax, the bread here barely has any parallax at all. You see that? Barely has any parallax at all, but the hand does. See how much parallax that knuckle has as it goes down? See how much parallax the bread has? Not nearly as much. I'm being honest. Like look at the very bottom here. This image of this area should not be the same as it is up here. Like it has the same shape, but it shouldn't. It should be a different shape by that point. Like the bread is 2D in this particular shot, in that particular part. I'm pretty sure the bread is 2D, but just for that section. Just for that section. Like the rest of the bread is obviously 3D. But yeah. Because I think realistically, actually doing this breakage in 3D would be way too much work. If I'm being honest, it would be way too much work. Like for just this shot. But in 2D, it's much easier. You get it, you paint an image of a bread, and then you literally just warp tool it. Like you just warp it around and liquefy it. It just looks like the liquefy tool. Yeah, the top also looks a bit yeah, it looks gooey, right? The gooey fluid is definitely just 2D frames. Like that looks like someone painted it. These are just dots that they painted. It's 2D, guys. Oh! We did it. We figured it out. I have no idea if that's the case or not, but I assume that's the case. Honestly, I think that's what it is. I don't know what drove you to use 2D bread, but I'm disappointed. So how did they do a transition from 3D to 2D so seamlessly? Well, good question. So right here, they're doing this. First of all, they almost guaranteed just took the bread, screenshotted it, and drew over it. But once they drew over what they kind of wanted, they had the same colors and everything like that. Although you can see that the colors are slightly different. They are basically using After Effects to transition like the colors and like the things into that particular shape from the very beginning. Like right here, they literally start from this. This, as you can see that kind of wipe there, that's transitioning to 2D by just like, it's using a relatively solid color, so it's fine. And then they just like bring it out to this image here that they've pre-made. And then boom. Oh, there's an ad, sorry. Not a single breadcrumb made it out of that bread. It's true. It's very true. I mean, it's not above Yakuza to have that be a product of an incredible amount of 3D work, and someone uploaded the model of the bread in 3 pieces. But it could be fan-made. Oh, really? Do you have a picture of the bread in 3 pieces? Because I'm curious. I can analyze it and see if it's actually the case. Because keep in mind, the bread doesn't actually break into 3 pieces. So if they found it in 3 pieces, it's not from this scene. Just quite frankly. This bread is still in 1 piece. It's still connected. So, you know, the evidence might not be what you think it is. Who knows? Probably is fan-made if that's the case. I just don't know. Maybe the 3 pieces are 3D and they 2D the connections. I can see that. I can see that for sure. That makes sense. All right, it's from the Steam community. All right, let's take a look. Okay, hang on. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's see. Let's match the shape of these pieces of bread with the shapes of those pieces of bread. Okay. Okay. I mean, maybe that one is showing the other side though. I can't tell. It does look correct. Yeah. Well, no, I think it. Yeah, I think it might be. I think you might be right. Oh, thanks for following. John is clearly very engaging in content. Only as animators and artists do we get to replay and watch stuff on repeat. That to the normal person, we are weirdos. Why are we watching Brad, dude? Oh, I just have 2 million views, guys. Why? It's crazy. If they're not attached, and the clipping in the cutscene is very well hidden. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I don't think. Yeah, that's practically impossible because if you just look at this, for example, like this, the way that this is attached is basically invisible. So I don't see that being a thing. But like the question is like, did they do that in 2D? I think connecting it in 2D would be much harder than replacing this in 2D, in my personal opinion. But yeah, dude, man, I'm about to reheat some Olive Garden breadsticks, bruh. That's advertising. Not to mention the acting out in front of a mirror, probably looking to others like completely going haywire. That's also true. Oh, man. Okay, anyway, I think I'm going a little too deep into this. I still think it's 2D. I could be totally wrong. I'm not fully convinced that this is like what they used for that cutscene. It might be part of the game. Like the game might have different requirements for the model. I don't think this is necessarily from this particular cutscene. You see what I'm saying? That being said, I wouldn't be surprised if they did use it for reference or something like that. But I feel like this is a 2D image. It just feels like it. No, I'm crazy. It's 3D. It's 3D. The little mesh trails do look the little mesh trails do look like 2D in my opinion. But when I'm looking at this, you know, if I'm being completely honest, there is enough parallax in the bread for me to believe that it's 3D. There is. It's very subtle, but it's there.
違う。
違う。
お前のケーキが伸びたことだ。
Just the fact that his teeth are like afraid to touch the bread is so weird. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, guys, I gotta move on. I don't know what to do about this bread situation. I really don't know. I wish I had an answer for you guys, but it could be either one at this point. Like I'm so like, bro, like it does look 3D. It does, but it's like, how did they do it? I don't know. Honestly, it might be composited. Oh, that's what it is. Hang on. I got it, guys. I got it. Hang on. I think I figured it out. They have the separate pieces of bread. They do. They have the separate pieces of bread. This is exactly what it is. It's from the other side of the bread, so I can't judge the exact shape. I got to rotate this in 3D. But as far as I'm concerned, this bread is real. It is here. It's in 3D. It's being animated. However, this area here is actually taking a sample of like the original bread piece that was connected and using that as like a liquefied tool to connect to this that allows this thing to stay connected, and it's animated connected, but it's being composited to look like this, right? It's like, or it's animated separately as a separate piece, but it's being composited like this, and it's being morphed with like a lattice or something to make that look good from here. And then they have the extra little things that are clearly being drawn on. So there is comp being done here. I assume this is a pre-rendered cutscene, or they actually have little meshes here that are like coming out at the same time. But it's something. All right, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. Like, how is this so clean? Like, what? Like, look at that. You see that? That's a solid color right there. That's like a drawn on color. Somebody was hiding some clipping or something here. You see that? And they did it again here for a little breadcrumb. And they did it again here. This is all a solid color, trying to pretend like it's bread, but it's not. It's not bread. It's drawings. It's drawings of bread. But the bread does look 3D. Ah! Okay, I'm done. Ah! It's hard to tell with Yakuza because their cutscenes often have like 5 tiers of animation. That's fair. Also, you know, with a lot of these things, like when it comes to like the very detailed like textures and stuff, like there's one thing, it's a little harder to get away with some things, and it's also easier to get away with other things because like it's clearly not like realism. It's still got that like video game feel to it. It's got no subsurface scattering, all these kinds of things, and so it feels like a lot of images put together. So when I look at this image, I'm like, I have the believable. I can believe that this is just an image because all their textures just look like images. You know what I mean? This just looks like an image. This looks like an image. That looks like an image. So that's why I'm like, okay, it could be an image. But, you know, the level of detail is consistent, but like the parallax is actually pretty good. So I'm like, it could be 3D. I think it is. Oh, God. Doesn't every Yakuza game have at least one moment where people are like, why did they go so hard on this tiny moment of animation? Probably. Probably. But I think this may be pre-rendered. If this is pre-rendered, it would make sense. Because having, like, these are solid colors. They're clearly painting over it. It's so much work. By hand to do that. Oh, my God. I'm still hearing the guitar singer, even though the video's paused. Every time. Every time you see this from now on. Oh, guys. All right. Well. I guess we could watch Daggers and Inheritors. I don't know. I almost want to save this now because we had the bread. The bread dominated my entire life. You know who was it? Who was it? Poggy who sent this 12-second animation? Who was like, "Oh, let's watch something short. Let's just watch something. This will be a quick little break." Fucking goddamn it! It wasn't Poggy. Who did this? Who did this to me? Look at that index. The index looks fine. What is it? Oh. Looks okay. No stolen valor here. I wish I had. Yeah. God, dude. I can't deal with this. This is crazy. This is crazy. I think the pieces are 3D, but they composited it together to get the final look so that it would look attached. That's got to be how they did it. That's my final answer. That's my final answer. That's what they did. That's what they did. I'm an expert. I know everything clearly, and I'm infallible. Sent the clip and left. Oh my God. It was Asuna? Oh my God, bro. I swear to God. It broke me. That broke me. What about the color change though? Honestly, true. I think the color change is pretty sus. Like, it's super sus. You can see it wiping across. Oh, yeah, I know what the color change is now. Guys, I know what the color change is. The color change is being manually painted on to indicate shadow from the bread crushing. That's why it looks so 2D and so weird. It's because someone is actually animating a gradient onto it. You see that? It's a masked gradient that's being animated on that specific area to signify that the bread is being crushed there and adding an extra wrinkle in the bread surface. And then it disappears. It's not wiping across anything. It's not replacing anything. It's actually just a shadow being painted on in 2D. That makes so much sense, guys. We figured it out. Actually, this is just live footage. That'd be so funny. Yeah, that's what it is. We figured it out. It misled me. But it actually is 2D paintings, but it's not the bread that's a 2D painting. It's the shadows and the little crumbs and the little gooey bits that are 2D paintings. But there is 3D meshes there, and it has to be connected on the corner here. I assume this connection bit is either some 3D magic or some 2D magic. It could be either one. I'm willing to concede that, but this does look like it's 3D. But yeah, dude, there's some 2D things happening here for sure. Like this looks like it's also being colored by something. Anyway. They put a mocap suit on a real piece of bread. That's the other option. Yeah, I agree with that. That's definitely yep. Okay. You know, honestly, I think this is a good place to end the stream. I feel good about it. I feel good about it. I think we're in a good. I gotta do some work, so we might as well. I could watch more, but I feel like my brain is like. So we'll come back. We'll come back on Monday, and watch more things. Gonna work on some bread. You're gonna work on some bread. You got some Olive Garden breadsticks to eat. That's your job. Yeah, but I gotta do things. Lighter tray with the bread, dude. Honestly, what if I were to give this a letter grade? This would be an S tier. This is S tier animation, dude. I'm sorry. I know that the mouth should have closed a little sooner. The teeth should have pushed on the bread earlier. I understand why they didn't do it though, because it would have added more wrinkles and they would have had to paint that longer, and that wouldn't have been possible. But for this moment, they wanted to make it possible, and I respect that. They worked hard on this shit, and it stumped me, bro. Can't give less than an S. That was good. Oh, God, I can't believe it. What's up, fences and dingots? How's it going? All right. Well, are you guys ready for a Monday stream? We're gonna do a Monday stream soon. Believe it or not, on Monday. It's crazy. Probably we're gonna do. Oh, hey Ray, thanks for following. We're gonna do. What are we gonna do on Monday? Probably Daggers and Heritors, to be honest. I think we're gonna finally watch Daggers and Heritors on Monday. I'm gonna set that in stone. Don't let me forget about it. We're gonna watch it on Monday. We're gonna watch the whole thing, and then yeah, I don't know if we'll have time to watch more than that because it just depends. But maybe Redline will be a different one too, because this one's like insane. This one's crazy. But yeah, I actually haven't seen all of it. I don't think. Madhouse. Damn. All right, guys. Cool. I will talk to you guys on Monday. See you guys later. See you guys later. Should we raid anybody? Is there anybody? I do have a little bit of time to raid somebody. Let me just see. Who do we want to say hi to today? Let's see here. We got God, so many people are streaming right now. Is this what happens when I stream late? God. I mean, we could just raid Girl DM or Mini or Sayu. Oh, Sayu's online. Let's raid Sayu. Why not? I'm just gonna say hi and dip out. But all right, guys, you guys know Sayu, right? Cool. Cool. Yeah, and Sino. Yep, that's right. Yeah, amongst other things. All right, cool. See you guys there. All right, bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. Yep, bye-bye. Bye-bye. See you guys later. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Sayu VTuber. That's correct.